Hi. Before we begin, I want to give you a bit of context about what I'm going to share with you today. Recently, while going through my audio files, I came across this piece that I recorded years ago. I don't believe in coincidence. And so, honestly, I feel like this piece showed up for me, from me, if that makes any sense. I mentioned this earlier that working on the Contortionist was a bit challenging because it resonates so deeply. Over the past few weeks, I've been working on unraveling that and trying to understand how to exist without feeling the pressure to perform, that pressure in your chest. To perform, to be what you think the other person wants you to be so that you can be accepted. To perform in a way that earns forgiveness and acceptance. This conditioning runs deep. Even now, although my responses are very, very different, I'm still terrified at times of being misunderstood. So, coming across this recording, something I made years ago, during a time when I felt so alone in my closest relationships, felt symbolic to me. When I recorded this, I didn't realize how many different experiences were influencing the way I understood love. Some of those experiences are very, very old. And some of them were what was happening to me at that current time. But listening now, what I hear is someone trying to make sense of how or why love sometimes feels so different from the words we use to describe it. I posted this recording on another channel a long time ago, and honestly, I didn't give much thought to it after that. But listening to it again actually surprised me. It surprised me because was the moment I was beginning to wake up. And I didn't know it at that time. There's a line in the piece where something shifts. And when I heard it again recently, it landed very different. It landed very differently than it did at that time. So, what I'd like to do is let the recording play and just listen. Afterwards, I'll come back and share a few moments that I hear very differently now. Okay, listen. This is a Bible verse known by many. Do you believe it? Is it true? Whether this resonates with you or not, it's not a prerequisite to understand this idea that I have, that I'd like to share with you. I believe this statement is true. This statement, meaning this verse, goes something like this. God loved the world so much, he gave up his only son, so that whoever believes in him will live forever. We often get lost in the details, yeah? Some may believe the oversaturated undertones of patriarchy might have been entirely made up, but either way, the verse can be off-putting at first, as many hidden treasures are. But if you have the desire to try and truly understand, you'll find it, the treasure. In this one verse is an entire message for you. It's guidance about what love truly is. And it's not even in the Christianity sense, if that's a deterrence. But maybe try to understand why that's a deterrence. This verse is an illustration of what love truly is. Forget the part about sacrificing his son. That's just semantics. Don't get lost in that. Focus instead on the love. To explain, I'm going to change the statement from God loved the world so much that he gave his only son to saying, I love you so much that I'm going to give you my last piece. Now, some would say that would be love. When you love, truly love, isn't there an ounce, at the very least, of desire to give to the object you love? That desire is the very essence of love. The desire to make yourself available for another's need is love. It's that simple. Now the second part, that's where the struggle dwells.
Actualizing that love. I'm gonna give you my last piece. Requires action. How? It gets excused and forgotten. Excused because of the excuses. The excuses about why you couldn't give me the last piece. So if you don't give me the last piece because of this excuse, does that mean you don't love me as much or at all? No, well, no. I don't want to sit with this memory of being unloved. We think that. And then the feeling comes. The feeling of being in the dark. Alone isn't a feeling we like to sit in for long. We have to be quick or it'll engulf us. The dark. Oh no, it's okay, we excuse. Next time. Next time. We hope as we abandon a piece of ourselves in the shadow of our heart, alone. It's not so simple. The excuses about how complicated such a simple feeling is happening again and again and again. And it happens over and over and over, all these excuses, and now you're drowning. And you no longer have a sense of you. You're fighting to be loved. For what? For what? Give up? It would be so easy. I'm drowning already. You only fell in love with words. It's okay though. It's all right. You know why? Your body, your mind, and your heart remembers who you are. Your spirit knows who you will be once you find your gift. And every now and then whispers messages of love and discernment. Do you desire to give yourself relief? Then love yourself. Don't invest any more time in seeking love from others when all along it was you who always kept yourself safe. It was you who kept yourself protected. It was you who wiped the tears from your eyes. You who held yourself at night when you were alone. You who hummed melodies of happier times. Do the next part. Actualize your love for yourself. You fell in love with words. Words are very powerful, and so is love. Two seemingly simple gifts actually can be found in the most dirtiest of places. You sought someone to love you so much so you neglected pieces of you to get it. Go get them. The versions you neglected. Go into the recesses of your mind and your heart to find them. Find them in the dark where you left them. And when they feel safe, when they feel loved, you will receive your gift. Your power. So, to rephrase this well-known verse, love yourself so much so that you would have the courage to look within and believe in your power. This is immortality.
Welcome back. Listening to that, I realized there were several moments that I could reflect on. However, there were three that stood out particularly. The first one is something I now recognize as the contortionist hope look, and it's found in the phrase next time. And the contortionist is the part of us that bends and adapts in order to keep connection. It's the part that says, it's okay, next time. It sounds compassionate, doesn't it? On the surface, it sounds kind and understanding. But what I realized over time is that sometimes that next time isn't patience. It's hope. It's hope trying to survive disappointment. And every time we say next time, we quietly set aside something we needed. Something we needed in the present. It's okay. Next time is an excuse for others and a hope for us to one day be seen. The second moment is the line that I was actually talking about previously. That line, you only fell in love with words. I understood that differently this time. How cool is that? When I first said it, I was looking for it to land externally. I was looking for something external to take the responsibility of that. to take the responsibility of me not feeling loved. You only fell in love with words. Came from a place where I carried shame and sadness and disappointment, realizing that next time wasn't coming. It was the moment that I understood love, not as a word, but as action. It's funny, I didn't understand that love was an action word before that. So it was placing a kind of responsibility on the external elements of where I thought love could be found. But when I heard it again, I realized the contortionist doesn't fall in love with the person. The contortionist falls in love with the possibility. The contortionist doesn't allow room for love. Because I didn't know what love was in the first place, nor did I know how to be loved, because I was too busy looking for love outside of myself. So, realistically, I could never be loved because I didn't know how to be loved, because I never loved myself to know. I only had enough room for words because somewhere inside I believed my worth was only deserving of just words. But this time, listening to that, I felt that was for me, from me. I only fell in love with my own words. With the words about what love could be. And the contortionist fell in love with my words. So when actions don't match up with those words, the contortionist tries to explain it away instead of asking the harder question. The third moment was the quiet awakening at the end. That message I heard was for me now. In the last few weeks, I came face to face with moments where I wanted to bend, where I wanted to contort, because it was easier. But I didn't. It was a struggle. But I had to ask myself why. And in asking myself why, I found myself alone and almost hopeless. The voice towards the end shifts entirely, and I receive this as a reminder that no matter how many times I fell, I always got up because it was me who listened to myself. It was me who wiped my tears. It was me that held myself at night. It was me all along, and I never abandoned myself, truly. I was always there to pick up the pieces. I think that was the moment when the contortionist loosened her grip, because I started to realize I never abandoned myself. Thank you for watching, and if this resonated with you in the slightest, I hope you found some answers. I hope you felt held, and I hope you felt seen.